Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
You know, this is Punch on Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. el adobo, la sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Man, it was lit last night. It was lit last night. The former lightweight king, Teofimo Lopez, was just dropping mics after mics after mics. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez for chopping it up with your boy, Mr. Moonshine, and sharing his opinions and thoughts and predictions and everything else was going on with his life, private life, personal life, issues, overcoming issues, what he intends to do June 10th, Madison Square Garden, as he faced the former undisputed, but really morally undisputed Josh Taylor, pound for pound, top 10 pound for pound of the world, one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport of boxing, one of the most technical boxers in the sport of boxing. He could slug it out, box it out. Dude is really, really good on my pound for pound list, man. Teofimo Lopez, one of the best resumes of this young era, have set the tone for this young era, have set the tone for the guys like Gervonta Tan Davis and Devin the Dream Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Ben Rodriguez. Teofimo Lopez is the guy that set the tone, took the biggest risk, especially during the pandemic when he faced Lomachenko that time in the bubble. Back-to-back champion when he beat Richard Comey, beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Setting the tone for the new generation, trying to bring back legacy reign supreme mentality in the sport of boxing. Shout out to everybody. Smash the like button on your way in. Smash the like button on your way in. My brother, Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, is going to join me. Hold on. Let me send the link, man. You know, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to support the channel. If you want to further support the channel, y'all already know you have to join and become a member. Join and become a member, ladies and gentlemen. Join and become a member. Support the grind. We bring an exclusive. We feeding the boxing world. We feeding the community of boxing. We're exclusive. Hold on. Let me put this right here. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an incredible June, an incredible July. We already have an incredible first half of boxing. 2023 has been an epic year so far, in my opinion. And I think we're going, and it's just halfway. You already know we already had David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. We had Tim Zhu versus Tony Harrison. We have Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko. Canelo Alvarez back in the ring versus John Ryder. It's just been a good year so far. The ladies are doing their thing. And look, we got the biggest fight, the primary fight, the fight that the fans have been asking for, finally has come to fruition in terms of they all agreed upon. It's going to be July 29th. You got Earl the True Spence, 3-belt holder in the welterweight division, probably the top dog, the top dog in the welterweight division. There's no king yet. Got to go through Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford, the 3-division world champion. 140 undisputed. He could be the first man on the history of the sport of boxing to become 2-division undisputed champion of the world. So I think this win actually probably, it looks like it could be equally, like it's a legacy fight for both of these guys. But I think that Bud Crawford's win, if he beats Earl the True Spence, is more legendary than Earl Spence beating Bud Crawford. And I do have Bud Crawford being Earl the True Spence. I just feel like that Bud Crawford has the intangibles, the wrinkles, the awkwardness, the IQ. He's a gym rat. He lives like a champion. I believe that Earl the True Spence is a champion, but I believe that he prepares when he got a contract in his face, and Bud Crawford is always prepared. He lives it. He breathes it. He lives in the gym. He's dedicated. I think he's more dedicated. I think he got more tools. I think he got more to gain. I just think that Bud Crawford, I just got everything. Everything is aligned for Bud Crawford to win. Now, Earl the True Spence, you already know. I already told y'all, man. He got the best motor in boxing. Got the best motor. You know what I'm saying? He gave the punch resistance, the high octane, high output, and the way that he sustains that high volume punching and sustain the punch resistance in the later rounds. He's an Olympian. Earl the True Spence is technically sound, technically good. Does everything, probably throws a jab, a good stiff jab, throws some good combinations to the body and stuff like that. Put that constant pressure, effective pressure. The master of effective pressure is Earl the True Spence. So it's gonna be a one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. All I gotta say is Bud Crawford can't start slow because this guy's never gonna slow down. So if this goes to a decision, it's gonna be hard for Bud Crawford to overcome Earl the True Spence, because every round is a close round with Earl the True Spence, because the consistency and the pressure and the high volume and the high volume punches. He's even if he's missing, he's hitting your arms, he's breaking you down, and you got to give credit to Earl the True Spence. And his style is a great style. And Derrick James has done a wonderful job. Bull Mac has done a wonderful job. I think it's two trainers that has done a wonderful job with their fighters. Good game planners. Successful. Everybody going to Derrick James right now, from Anthony Joshua, Ryan Garcia. Everybody going to Derrick James right now, you know. Jamel Charlo, the undisputed 154. Hopefully he gets back in the ring real soon. What's good, Tommy? What's good? What's good? Low nose boxing in the building. What's good, brother? What's good? Everybody, man. Everybody, smash the like button. Love y'all. Albert in the building. Albert, one of the members of Ponte de Ronqui in the building. Keep the wife and kids at home. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about it because I feel there's a lot of people, and I see it in the Twitter. I seen fighters talk about it. I see a particular fighter that when Teofimo Lopez said those type of words in terms of killing somebody in the ring, taking somebody's life in the ring and things of that nature. And there's a lot of people that be like, oh my God, he shouldn't say that. Oh my God, why is he saying that? Look, I'm going to say it like this. I always say that these are modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. They know what they signed for. They know the risk. They know the sacrifices. So I don't want people to sugarcoat nothing right now. I don't want the sugarcoat. I want people to keep it real, keep it honest.
What's going on?
What's good? Broadway Joe L, the voice of Dominican boxing in the building. Joining Ponce de Ronking, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo.
What's going on?
Hey yo, you gotta have some. You gotta have the intro, man. You gotta have.
I'm waiting for you to be like, "Yo, what's good?" I'm waiting for you.
Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. What kind of sazon you got?
What's going on, everybody? It's the voice of Dominican boxing, Broadway Joel. Man, shout out to Punch for giving me the opportunity to come on this platform. I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely gonna have some fun here, man.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's the topic? What we talking, man?
Of course, the topic of the day of I had a exclusive sit down, exclusive sit down with Teofimo Lopez, the former lightweight king. And he said a lot of things, said about his personal issues, what he had to overcome, how he has to live his life and think about just preparing and just living on with what's going on in his personal life, divorce, overcoming defeat, and then overcoming this probably the riskiest fight of his career, Josh Taylor. And comments that he has made has gotten people, like most of the people that I've seen, even articles out there, is like, how dare Teofimo Lopez said what he said about, taking Josh Taylor's life. And we're gonna be talking about it as well, and of course you're gonna give your input. Every input is respected, because I think that we all love the sport of boxing. We all respect fighters. This is why we do what we do. But we also can't sugarcoat the nature of the sport, and that's where I'm coming from. So what do you feel about, first and foremost, what do you feel about if you did check out the interview, or what you feel, or if you didn't, what do you feel about those type of sentiment of Teofimo Lopez he's saying he wants to kill Josh Taylor in the ring. He want to take his life. He took Lomachenko's heart. He want to take his life. As a matter of fact, let me put it right there let me put it for the people that haven't watched it. Let me put the small clip. Let me put the small clip. Hold on.
And I said it like it is. I want to kill Josh Taylor. What the fuck does that mean? People are like, well, let's get back to boxing. I'm like, that is boxing. This is what we sign up for.
Okay. Yeah, I did see that. I'll be honest, I don't like when fighters talk like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand that, we've seen Deontay Wilder say it. We've seen Mike Tyson say he wants to uppercut a guy's nose bone into his brain. Like, this isn't something new to the sport, both back in the days and current. So I just personally don't like when you're talking like that. Now, if you talk, had he said, "Yo, I want to put him in the hospital," I understand there's a certain level of mentality you have to go when you're going in the ring. And if you're trying to knock somebody out, most likely they're going to the hospital anyways. So if he would have said that, I wouldn't have minded it. But again, I'm not going to make a video about it. I'm not going to be all up war. Like, I'm not going to write an article. Oh, this is a disgrace. I know that some of these guys, that's how they feel. But I personally, like, if you ask me, do I like it? No. But I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I understand. I understand that. I think that is just something that we know. See, if we in the sport of boxing, we're boxing personnel. We don't have to be a fighter ourselves to understand the nature of our sport, especially if we trying to be. We're here having channels to preserve the sport of boxing and give respect to these fighters. That's why we do what we do, and we got to educate ourselves with the sport. I've been in gyms. I deal with fighters and things of that nature. I know the risk. I know the consequences. I know the sacrifices that these guys have got to go through. Everybody knows what they sign up for. So when a fighter says what he says, especially, I'm gonna say it like this: Teofimo Lopez, when he says what he's saying, also people got to understand where he's at the moment and when he's saying those type of comments. It's also when Deontay Wilder, because a lot of people saying Deontay Wilder said the same comment before. Yeah, they're in training camp. They're preparing for war. So he's 2 weeks out. He's already in this mindset of war. So I just look at it like I don't want to sugarcoat it. This is the nature of the sport. Rest in peace to those who has died in the ring, got paralyzed in the ring, brain damage in the ring, vegetable and things of that nature. But it's the nature of the sport, and people can't. I don't know. People can't sugarcoat that with me. So it doesn't mind if a fighter is saying it because it's the nature.
Nah, I get it, and I totally understand that's. I'm like, I don't think it's an outrageous take to say, man, I don't give a fuck. I want my fighters to be a savage. I want my fighters to be all the way turned up, and if they feel a certain way, they could talk that way, and it helps for the promotion. I get all that. I'm speaking from me as a fan's perspective. I'm very careful with my words. You understand what I'm saying? I know for a fact Teofimo fuck around and really kill. Let's say he knocks him out, fucking, Taylor gets a brain hemorrhage and ends up dying in the hospital. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's going to feel like, damn, man, like that's not really what I wanted to do. His next interview with Punch Drunk is not going to be like, I told you I wanted to kill him and I did it. And I'm happy I did it. It's not going to be like that. He's going to be reflecting like, damn, man, like, I feel bad. I found out he had a family. I found out that maybe he had a daughter or whatever. So you don't really feel that way. You're not going to be happy about that situation. And me as a fan, when I go buy a ticket, when I go buy a pay-per-view, when I'm taking time out of my day to watch a boxing fight, I'm not hoping one of them dies. And I'm not, get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I look at it from that perspective. Like, you got to be careful with your words. And also you got to remember, you talking all this kill shit, you fuck around to get killed in there. Or get maimed or something like that. Like, you just got to be careful with your words. I don't personally like it, but again, I don't want to make it seem like I'm being out here like, Teo's a horrible person. I'll never watch him. He should be boycotted and canceled. That's not what I'm saying. You asking me if I liked him, what my thoughts was. When I heard it, I'm like, I don't like it. But again, I ain't even tweet about it. I saw the interview. I know you played the clip, but I saw the interview. And again, I ain't like it, but if you a boxing fan, you've heard shit like that before. You just keep that same energy. However you felt when Wilder said it, keep that same energy when Teo said it. When Wilder said it, I ain't like it either. I was like, it's kind of not cool, but whatever. Like, what are you gonna do?
Shout out to Luis Cava, Punch and B-Way, una vaina bien con la bandera de República Dominicana. What's good, Luis? Good looking out with a super chat, my brother. Appreciate you.
My man says, 2 pesos para los plátanos.
2 pesos para los plátanos, ya tú sabes, mi hermano. 2 pesos para los plátanos. Si es 5 pesos, chicken wing o french fry. Si es 10 pesos, un fucking arroz habichuela con pollo en el malecón. If it's $20 and 93 para la gasolina. You put what's good? Number one packers in the game in the building. Number one packers. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. Everybody also subscribe to B-Way. B-Way.
Go to Broadway, Joel. You know, subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, man.
Let me get Tito before, you know what I'm saying? Tito in the building. What's good say? From a PR perspective, Tio hasn't been talking right. I don't see brands wanting back that. Also, it's great seeing Punch and Joel on live. Good looking out. Appreciate you. Tito con los 5 pesos.
Yeah, man. Yo, since I've been doing this, people stay asking me like, yo, when you and Punch gonna collab? When you and Punch gonna collab? I'm like, I don't know. It'll happen when it happens. It's finally here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're doing a wonderful job, man. And
I appreciate that, man.
And bringing the Dominican fighters and Dominican culture in boxing through the fruition and putting in the forefront of the YTBC as well.
Not for sure, man. It was definitely a space that's needed. I feel like there's shout out to Juan de la Cruz. He's one of my more loyal YouTube subscribers. He always says, yo, we finally got a home. You know what I'm saying? You want to know about a Dominican fighter, whether he's 8-0, you could come to my channel. I put the link up. You could call in and ask me directly, yo, what about this guy? Or if you want to know what's next for Hector Luis Garcia, or what's next for Carlos Adames, or Michelle Rivera, or Elvis Rodriguez, Edwin De Los Santos, you know where to go. If there's Dominican news and I don't report it, wait until I report it. That's it.
Yeah. Jackie in the building, Hernandez. And yeah, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. We need that. We need that platform. We need your platform, and it's good for the community. Moving forward with the convo. You know, it's a lot of wrinkles to it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of layers to this particular subject, because I say, look, a fighter could say they don't want that. They don't want this to happen. But when they shooting that right hand, that uppercut, that left hook, and it's going to land, the intentions is not actually what you're saying. You don't want it to hurt. The intentions is by any means necessary. Whatever happens, happens. And I think that's where's the nature of what Tio was talking about in the beginning. Of course, it's like, yo, I'm going in that ring with that mindset. Y'all want me to say like it's not, and then when he emphasized and he talked about the young man that died several weeks ago, God bless his soul. That's what he was trying to say. Like, yo, when I say kill, this is boxing. This is boxing. If y'all, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want me to talk?
I agree. And that's why I said, like, as a fan, we can't get too uproar. One, we've seen people do this, people talk like this before. And two, it is a possibility. Anytime you step in that ring, both fighters have a chance of dying. I just don't like the glorification of it. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be a fan of it. Y'all could call me soft if that's what y'all want, whatever. I really don't give a fuck. I just don't like it. But again, I'm not gonna sit here and bash the dude. What he could have said, and it was also, I felt like the promotion hasn't been so personal, or this fight is not like Plant versus Benavidez. Like, had one of them had said it, I would have been a little bit more lenient, because like that shit got personal, man. They talked about Caleb Plant's daughter. This dude was calling him a cokehead. They was going at it at the press conference. They had to get separated a few times. Then one of Benavidez cameraman got hemmed up. Like, shit got real. Like, so if one of them had said it, I would kind of understand it a little bit more. But there hasn't been that much tension against Josh and Tio for there to be that kind of energy.
Yeah,
I don't get it, but hey, man, well, to each his own.
Tito, good looking out with a super chat said, punching Joel, la aventura del boxeo. Yo soy Romeo, hey, yo soy Romeo, my friend.
I don't know about that one.
Tú eres Lenny. Anyway, good looking out, Tito. But what you were saying earlier, he was saying if it happened to him, as a matter of fact, during the interview, he was talking about the flip side. He said he is an honor for him to die for something that he lived for. So Tio talk about it on the flip side. He talks about dying in the ring and things of that nature. So I don't think it's offense and defense is
that lets you know he's not all, and I've been through this. That lets you know he's not all mentally there, man. Like, really, you want to die in the ring? Like, you want to sacrifice yourself for the entertainment of people? You don't think about your son, you don't think about your family. You get what I'm saying? Like, the point is, should be in there to get a knockout and go out. Now, if obviously you're trying to hit the guy as hard as possible, and him dying is a possibility. I'm not saying, but that shouldn't be the goal. And it's like, oh, either I kill him or he kills me. You know who? You know, Duck Kim, right before he went in the ring against Boom Boom Ray Mancini, wrote on a piece of paper, "Kill or be killed."
Yeah.
Went in the ring and got killed. So when you go in there with that mentality, when you allowing that thought to go through your head, it could fucking happen. You get what I'm saying? You got to be careful with your words. You got to be careful with your thoughts. So that's why I don't like shit like that, man.
Yeah, I understand. I understand it from a civilian point of view, and I understand it from a warrior point of view. He signed up for this. We ain't signed up for it. So our mindset is like, I ain't gonna die for this shit. You remember what Mike Tyson said in this podcast when he was talking about Muhammad Ali, and he was like emotional about it. He's like, man, I won't die for this shit. Muhammad Ali will die for this shit. He would die for this shit. So that's what I'm saying. There's certain fighters. People understand. That's what I'm saying. People understand. It might not sound, but
I understand. I understand. You asking me if I like it? I don't. I'm sorry. I don't like.
Well, no, I actually like it. I don't think nobody like it. I don't like it. I mean, I don't like a person dying in the ring.
Nah, there's some clown right now in the chat talk about he likes it. Telling me to grow a pair and all this type of dumb shit. Like, yo, bro. So there are stupid motherfuckers who like that shit. Yeah, I want to see somebody die in the ring. Yeah, that's what I pay my money for. It's like, nah, bro. Like, I'm a grown man. I look at his shit from a different perspective. Like, oh shit, he this dude is talking kind of irrationally. I don't think that going in there with that type of mentality is good. How about going in there with the mentality of Floyd Mayweather? Like, my point is to hit and not get hit. I know I'm not dying in the ring because I'm not going in there to get hit. So I'm trying to prevent myself from dying. I'm trying to prevent myself from fucking slurring my speech after I retire. You get what I'm saying? So there's and that's the guy who did it the best, made the most money and took the least punishment. And you going with the mentality that you trying to kill people and you trying to get killed and all this dumb shit. That's
I don't think you get into I don't think that you get into the mentality of wanting to get killed. I'm saying he knows the I think every fighter, that's what I'm saying, they sign up for it. They know the possibility. They know, hey, if you don't defend yourself and the shot is coming right at you and you don't know what that punch is going to do to you, that's the nature. I don't think a fighter goes out there, yeah, yo, I'm gonna get killed today because I'm gonna fight this way. I'm gonna defend myself.
I just brought up the perspective, the example of Duck Kim. He went in that with that mentality. He literally wrote on a piece of paper, "Kill or be killed" in Korean before he went in the ring and got killed. And you telling me that that's what Tio's going in the ring with that type of mentality? It's not good, bro. It's not good. Nah. I don't know, man. I don't know. You trying to justify it because that's your man's, bro. If that's your man's, you got to be real with him too. Be like, yo, bro, that's not.
Nah. I'm like, if I did a video of Deontay Wilder, the same thing.
You said it wasn't cool.
I went into the sport of boxing. My friend died in the ring. I'm 13. He's 16. He was sparring a 21-year-old without a headgear.
Oh damn.
Sparring. Got a emergency. Got to go to the hospital. Emergency, had a blood clot. Had an emergency surgery and died. So I already I'm brought with the mindset. Not that I want to see people die. Is that that's the nature of the sport.
No, of course.
And when you walk into the sport like that, see, some people walk into a gym and walk into the sport. The introduction of boxing is, first is the jab and stuff, and people coming in and out and stuff. I lost my best friend in the ring, so I know the nature of the sport. It's not that he's I know people use it. Nah, it's because I just know the nature of the sport. I don't want to see nobody get killed. I don't want to see the Russian get killed by Matias. I didn't want to see Patrick Day get killed. I don't want to see nobody get paralyzed. I don't want to see no Bochardo Colon. But that's the nature of the sport. The intentions is the hurt game. The intentions is me or you. And whatever happens, happens. When Mike Tyson's delivering an uppercut, like you said earlier, he ain't thinking about his wife or his kids. He ain't thinking about that.
No, but hold on. You misrepresent what I'm trying to say. You making it seem like I'm saying, yo, don't go in the ring and punch as hard as you can because you may kill the guy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm big on what you manifest with your words. I'm big on that.
Mm-hmm.
So you get what I'm saying? Like you saying that and throwing that type of energy out is again. I don't even know why we on this so much because that's the live. That's the topic today. Oh, my bad.
It's the topic because of course everybody is timing in on there. A lot of people's writing about it, and of course boxers are timing in on articles, is timing in on his comment, and this is a fight that this is probably the biggest fight. The next biggest fight in the sport of boxing. So I think at the moment, that's what they're talking about it. So I wanted to do like a...
cool. It's cool.
Oh, we're going to be talking about everything else, but I'm just saying that's...
It's your show, bro. You don't got to explain nothing to me. I just feel like I'm repeating myself. Like, listen, I don't like it. Now, do I have a super problem with it where after this, I'm going to go on my channel and make a video about it? Nah, I'm not even going to talk about it on my channel unless somebody brings it up. But you asking me if I like it, and I don't. I'll be honest. I would prefer he said, "Yo, I'm gonna knock him out. He don't have to be in the hospital, whatever." And you keep it at that. All right, cool, whatever. I understand this boxing talk, but whatever. I understand what you're saying. It's the nature of the sport. Some people could get killed. You know what I'm saying? But to like that another person is making it a goal of theirs is kind of weird to me. And people in the chat saying like, "Oh, I never been in the ring." You don't know what the fuck I've done in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, this is a subject. Even almost every subject in the sport of boxing, there's going to be the yin and the yang. There's always going to be somebody that's going to disagree, agree. Look at this one. This guy saying, "Oh, you do it for interviews." Benjamin, go check out my videos that I did when Deontay Wilder said it. Before that's it, people, and let me tell you something about that. Let me just strip a little bit aside so y'all people can understand also this community, because I think there's content in boxing and then there's content for the YTBC. Now we're both boxing content creators. Let me tell you like this, man. I'm proud of Broadway Joel, and I'm proud to see that, you know what I'm saying, another person grinding and grinding and getting these interviews and getting these exclusives and things of that nature and actually feeding the boxing community. I respect boxing content creators, independent media that feeds the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? So every time when a person do something is, "Oh, he doing it for interviews. Oh, he doing it. Oh, he just get this." Motherfucker, we feeding your asses, bro. Mm-hmm. We feeding your asses, bro. Mm-hmm. With some good exclusive. We putting in the work. We sending emails. We going out there. We paying gasoline. We paying air flights to bring your asses some content. But these motherfuckers like Benjamin, this beta male, want to talk shit like other people. How about appreciate the fucking work that we do out here, motherfucker? That's why you here right now, bitch. Nah. Hey, yo, that's the way I talk. I'm sorry.
Nah, you real nah. Hey, man, you talk your shit. Nah, I look at it from the perspective with me, right? I'm a journalist, man. Like you said, oh, we both content creators. Like that's what I consider myself. I consider myself a journalist. Mm-hmm. Like people like to make it seem like, yo, he just capping for Dominican boxing. He just PR. He just that. But you never seen an interview of mine, whatever, Dominican, black, whatever, Mexican. You never see me interview somebody and not ask the tough questions. Mm-hmm. Never, not once. And you could say, yo, he pumping for the Dominicans, he promoting them, he doing this, he doing that. A lot of times there's bigger movements that you don't know what the fuck is going on because your mind is like this, and this thing's happening that you don't even know that's happening. So, but just know that when you see a Broadway Joel interview, when you see a Punch Drunk interview, we're gonna ask the questions that you want to be asked, that you want to ask, that you're curious of. A question you ain't even think of that gonna give you the best answer you could probably think. So, yeah. So us content creators and journalists, we really pumping out content. And don't ever, and Punch, I'm talking to you. Don't ever let one of these writers make you feel like they better than you, bro. Yo, YouTube is the shit that's holding up the sport.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Is.
You know what I'm saying?
Cash color. No, my fault. Go. Keep on going.
No. YouTube is the shit that's holding up the sport. Like, these newspapers, they don't cover the sport like that. You open up the New York Daily News, New York Times, New York Post. Yo, every now and then you get a boxing story.
Once in a blue moon, probably once a year.
Once a year, once. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say 3 times a year. I'm gonna be nice.
On a Sunday, on a Sunday when everybody off, nobody get the newspaper.
Yeah.
When they get the big pack.
It's a Canelo fight that everybody talks about, and this man misquotes and this shit is like, nah. Don't ever let no writer ever talk down to you, like make it seem like they more important. Nah, hell no.
Never. Catch Cole with the Cinco Peso super chat. The sacred oath of gladiators, to be beat, to fight, to dare to die by the sword. Good looking out, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother, calling super chat. Yeah, man. I never, you know what I'm saying? Look, and there is styles. There's some styles. There is people that you gain relationships, friendships or business ships and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I said with my channel, I always say it like that. For the people that just new, that's coming into to this live, Punch Drunk Boxing, I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing. Preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. My job is not to challenge fighters when I'm talking to them. I could do that, but most of the time I'm chopping it up. I'm honored to talk to a fighter. And also when you do, sometimes you gotta let them talk. And they'll go and say whatever they want to say. Sometimes you don't even need to ask them a question. But when people feel comfortable, it's like any type of friendship, relationship. Somebody, you meet them in the bar, they feel comfortable. They just tell you something. And they talk about their whole family. You could be in a bar, somebody telling you about his divorce and everything like that. It's a conversation.
So since... a lot of times the writers, they're not accustomed. By the way, I have a college degree in journalism. I wrote for newspapers and magazines. So like when motherfuckers try to flex on me, I'm like, yeah, all right. Like, anyways, so a lot of times they're not used to the new media, and by new media is us having a relationship with the people we interview. That to them, because a traditional journalist is supposed to be unbiased, and I try to be my best as unbiased as possible in terms of the questions I ask. But with the new media, a lot of times we develop a relationship with the people we interviewing, and once we do that, we get them comfortable enough to talk about a lot more than they would a writer, a lot more than they would with just a guy who's just trying to be super objective and not trying to have a relationship and just trying to do this and do that. And it's like, nah, it's a new era. Things are getting accustomed. Like, you go to my channel and you see my Jason Rosario interview. There's not an interview on YouTube that you're going to check and find out everything that Jason Rosario talked about. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to...
And also this. Yo, people, the fighters likes the hosts. The fighters, y'all act like fighters don't be on YouTube watching videos and watching these content creators or things of that nature. Fighters know that they also need us like we need them.
No, and I'll take it a step further. When Michelle Rivera fought Frank Martin, right, and he lost, he didn't give an interview to Showtime. He didn't give an interview to Jim Gray. He didn't go to the press conference. And so I have a relationship with him. I went to his hotel room, and I'm the only journalists that got an interview with him. Not even fucking Showtime got an interview. And that shit went viral. Again, getting back to what you said, feeding the public. You get what I'm saying? Feeding the public, giving you content you otherwise wouldn't have gotten had we not have this relationship, had we not been real journalists. Because if you watch that interview, and that video has over 45,000 views, something like that. I asked all the tough questions that you would want to ask. And it was an uncomfortable interview for me and him, but I asked all the questions that was necessary. So, yeah, man, definitely put respect on this, man.
HLD in the building and say, yo, let me hear you guys ask the fighters what pronoun they go by before starting the interview. The tough questions. A ver qué pasa después. And shout out to HLD in the building. HLD de lo mío. But yeah, man, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful. I'm grateful to talk to fighters and get the respect of fighters and boxing personnels, and also have the haters, man. You feel me? I love. I know when I get the haters, even when the haters like to talk, I love the haters, bro, because I'm doing something right. If I don't get no haters, I'll be like, "Diablo, que yo estoy haciendo, mi hermano." I see, no.
You better than me, bro. I just be blocking them. I block them quick.
Nah, yo, I'm gonna say you look, I care about people. You know why I don't block? I don't block because these guys, they could be suicidal. This is the best thing they could do right now. You know what I'm saying? If I block them, they got nothing to do. So right now they could be on their phone or their cheap laptop, or you know, in New York City, they got the phone booth where they got the Wi-Fi and they sit on the floor. Yeah. They said they use the Wi-Fi of the new B phone, the phone booth.
His phone on 8%, he got the shit connected.
So yeah, so like, let me hear Punch and let me write this and stuff like that. So you gotta let them be. I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's still views. It's still views. It's still chat. It helps. It helps the algorithm.
I like peace of mind, man. Like I like me. I'm cool. If you disagree with me, we having a back and forth. Once you start calling me names or some shit, you get blocked. That's it. Yeah. Or anything racist too, you just get blocked. I don't care. Block. Yeah, I block you on YouTube. I'll find your Facebook, your Twitter, and your Instagram. You do something on one platform and get blocked on all.
That's what Devin Haney did to me.
Yeah, for real, Devin Haney. I mean, you was on Devin Haney.
Devin Haney, when Devin Haney first talks to me, he's like, "Yo, Punch, you know I blocked you on every social media platform." I said, "Come on, man. You know I was just mad.
Y'all cool now?"
I don't think so. Nah, I don't know if it's not cool, man. I think that I critique him. I mean, he's not one of my favorite fighters in terms. I say that he's a boring fighter and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You could see it as a hard critique. They could see it as a smear campaign. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I appreciate what Devin Haney has done outside of the ring, inside of the ring. And look for the last two fights. I'm not saying he's a boring fighter. The way he ended the Cambosa fight and this fight, no, that's it. So he already checked the box on that one. I don't have to say anything about that. I appreciate what he's done, even though that I feel like he lost the fight, but I still appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? He went out there, he showed some new wrinkles, he went to the body, he tried to sit down on his punches. So I appreciate that. If I'm going to complain about something and then you do the opposite, you know what I'm saying? You have actually avoided the frustration of whatever. The only critique that I have for Devin Haney was a boring fighter. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And with the WBC and he handed the belt and things of that nature, but he has, put it this way, he has debunked or rewrite all the wrongs of my critique. I got nothing else to say.
I'm not. Hey man, I'll be honest. I wasn't a big Devin Haney fan, but you was on his neck. I was like, I remember, and then Bill used to come on. I'm like, damn man.
But see, but that and the one thing I liked about Bill, that Bill. See, this is one thing about Bill. You know, shout out to Bill. And I could talk about this because I've already spoke about it enough in the airwaves. And Bill's the type. Bill Haney is the type. He a hustler, bro. He a hustler. He go to every channel. He makes sure that all the high traffic channels are speaking about his son. He can wake up in the morning. He gets you your number, your email. He's gonna call you. He's gonna call this one. He's going to Boxing Voice. He's gonna call 78. He's gonna call Blue. He's gonna call this one. He's gonna call this one. He's gonna make sure by the end of the Akaka TV, he's gonna make sure that everybody. But that's his job. DHP, Devin Haney Promotion. That's his job. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad. I was cutting you off.
I said, but I ain't gonna say what he said. He used to be like, yo, Punch, I got everybody. Why you kid? Why it's hard for me to get you? I say, that's what it is. I know your hustle, Bill. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? That's your son. That's what you got to do. But
what do you mean he got you?
He got all them channels, bro. He got all them channels.
What do you mean by that? Guess
en los bolsillos, así mismito que lo tiene a ellos. Hey, yo, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He goes to the high traffic channels. He creates a relationship, and that's all cool. He's gonna make sure that you're going to do his dirty work. You're going to promote my son. Y'all all going to promote my son. Y'all all going to sing the same tune that I'm telling y'all. If I say that Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis is an exhibition, I want you to say it's an exhibition. I want you to do that. Until there's other people like D-Line be like, yo, I'm from New York City, man. You don't starstruck me. You know what I'm saying? I see famous people. I grew up seeing famous people on the train, bro. You know that. It's New York. We don't get starstruck. So maybe these other boxing content creators, they are from little towns or something. They'd be like, Devin Haney, Bill Haney is cool with me. So yeah, shit. I'm cool with Bill Haney. I love Bill Haney. I love what he's done for his son. Fatherhood. I believe he's one of the best managers. What he's done with his son, putting him in position, getting him the money, the position, the titles, where he at right now, done a wonderful job, bro. Bill Haney done a wonder. I don't take nothing away from Bill Haney. But man, Bill Haney, we cool, man. We got I know his thought process. I know.
All right. Hey man, I'll be honest, when I first started my channel, I used to talk, I don't want to say bad about Devin Haney, but I understood his argument for that Teo wasn't undisputed, but I just felt like Teo beat Loma to get his belt, and he beat like Abdulayev for an interim, and then got elevated, and it's I guess his undisputed is disputed, but dispute is there. How did you get your belt? That's exactly how I felt about it. Yeah. So and also he didn't drop or hurt Linares, didn't drop or hurt Gamboa, and I was just kind of like, yo, you're not really knocking nobody out, and I ain't really like the way you got your belt. But now, look, he went to Australia twice, got his belts. He beat Loma. I thought Loma won, but I'm okay with him getting the decision. I didn't think it was one of those, oh my God, it was a
robbery.
No, I don't think it was. I thought it was. I thought
corruption.
Look, the three scorecards I think that were fair was 7-5 Haney, 6-6, or 7-5 Loma. I think those three scorecards are good. Anything more than that, I feel like you're giving the other guy too much credit. I had it 7-5 Loma, but I could see a draw, and I could definitely see it 7-5 Haney. It was one of those fights.
I saw 6-4. I saw 6-4 Loma.
6-4. You missing 2 rounds.
6-4. I saw a 6-4 Loma, and in the swing round that I did get, I also gave Haney, but I give it a 7-5. Either 6-4 Loma, 7-5 Loma. Draw is like,
can't be 6-4 Loma. That equals out to 10 rounds.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
8-4, you mean?
8-4. I'm sorry. 8-4 Loma. I had 8-4.
Yeah, I think.
I got 8-4 Loma, and
8-4 is too generous. Too generous to Loma.
Hey man, that's the way I scored it. And hey, 90% of the people in the arena felt like Lomachenko won. So I think, you know what I'm saying, public perception.
Listen, I agree. I thought Loma won, but I had a 7-5. I think the fight. The thing is, there was a lot of swing rounds. That's what it is. But it was an entertaining fight. So I wish, and I know it's not going to happen, but this is a perfect situation for a rematch right there. It was enough controversy. And I feel like the second one would definitely do better numbers because a lot of celebrities talked about it. Oh, that was a robbery. That was this. That was that. A rematch, it was like, all right, now we're going to get it right. And we'll see. But I totally understand Devin Haney going, listen, I beat you. Had you beat me, you weren't going to give me a rematch. Like
same thing with the same thing Teofimo Lopez said.
Yeah, and I understood. And when he did it, I understood it too.
Yeah, I would like to see a rematch, but if it don't happen, I'm not gonna be cry over it. And the thing is because there's so many good fights out there.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't fight Lomachenko, but Devin Haney fights Tank, am I gonna be mad? Hell no.
Not at all. Not
If
at all.
he fights Shakur, am I gonna be mad? If he moves up and fight Ryan, am I gonna be mad? If he fight Pitbull Cruz, am I gonna be mad? You know what I'm saying? If he,
I mean, do you know? Have you spoken to Bill Haney? What are they doing? Is he moving up or is he staying at 135?
oh, I don't know, man. You know, at the moment, I haven't spoken to Bill Haney in a while. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hit him up right now.
You don't got
Hit him up right now. Hit him up right now.
I don't got his number on this phone.
No. All right. Cool.
No. He got like 50 phones and shit like that.
Oh,
But now, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully come to the channel soon. I know a lot of people that hangs with it be like, yo, leave that dude Punch alone, man. Don't fuck with Punch. But hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, yo, Bill, if you listening up, yo, Dev, good job. I got love for y'all. Don't worry. Yo, Punch got love for y'all, man. Don't take it personal. But yeah, man.
What do you hope he does? What do you hope is his next move? Do you want to see him move up? Do you think that the weight is too much cutting down, or do you want to see him move up to 140 where he could get, you know, that extra 5 pounds, maybe start hitting harder, maybe take the punches well, and not be as weight drained? What's your, if you're David Haney's manager, advisor, or trainer, whatever, what do you advise him to do?
Move up. I'll move up. I'll stay with the belts though. I will strategically make sure that I got the bag. I strategically make sure that I get a promotional deal, an exclusive promotional deal with whoever. But with the belts, if you let go of the belts right now, you're not bringing that to the table. So you're not bringing that power. So what you want to do is don't leave the belts. Negotiate whatever deal that you need to have. Secure the bag, and then make a decision whether, hey yo, let me get a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a voluntary bout. Let me get a catch weight, probably at 138 or something like that, with somebody. Go back home to Oakland because I'm in power position. So let me get. I already fought. I fought Camboso. I fought Lomachenko. If these guys are gonna be occupied, if Gervonta Tank is gonna fight Pitbull Cruz on a rematch, Ryan Garcia gonna fight somebody else, Shakur Stevenson gonna fight somebody else. You know what? I'm gonna get. Let me get my home. He already had a homecoming fight, but let me do something in Oakland probably, and then see if I could make it back to 135. There's a big fight with Tank. If not, then I drop the belts and really go to 140. But I hold on to the belts. I'll do what Canelo Alvarez did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the thing is, the money's at 135. That's where look, the money fights that's possible for him at 35 is Tank, obviously. Then there's a rematch with Loma, which I don't think he takes, but that I feel like that's a money fight, and a fight with Shakur. At 140, although a great division, the division is stacked, a lot of talented guys there. I don't think he has like a rival he can have a pay-per-view with, who he can have a big fight with. I mean, maybe if Teofimo wins, maybe, but I don't think Teofimo wins. I think Teofimo's going to get knocked out, to be honest with you. But if he wins, I do think that they've talked so much shit to each other at 135 that the fight happening at 140 still garners, especially if Teo gets an upset and let's say he knocks out Taylor, which I doubt. Man, that would be impressive. But I don't know if he could do business with Bob Arum. He was tweeting bad about him, and then he was tweeting at Eddie Hearn saying like something along the lines like, oh, make sure you tell Regis about our phone call or something like that. And Eddie Hearn was tweeting back. So it looks like they've been having conversations as far as making that fight happen.
HLD said Haney been having 2-fight deal with Top Ranks at 140. Only voice if he fights again at 135. Okay.
I don't think that's true. I think he's a free agent.
I mean, Paulie said this. Other people saying free agency.
Man, don't believe that. How the fuck Paulie know that shit? Like,
just like you know what? Just like you may know something about that we don't know.
No, but
that's why I don't. You know why? My fault to cut you off, but you know why? Because how many times have you seen in the past year Mike Coppinger say one thing, right? And Canelo Alvarez called him a liar. And then 2 days later, he's with the zone. Yeah. And then remember Regis Prograis, he said fake news. And I was about to, I said, oh, damn, Regis Prograis said fake news shit. I was about to pull my video. You know what I said? Hold on, let me email somebody. I email somebody, they'd be like, nah, he signed with Matchroom. And then 2 days later, Regis Prograis like, I'm with Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? So when Paulie said it and everybody's saying there's a lie, man, in boxing, as you know, and if you know people,
that's true.
There's certain things that you know that it might not come through fruition. They want to put it out first, or they're not gonna say it until a month later or 2 months later. I know about Ryan. I know about Ryan and Gervonta Tan Davis going to negotiations 2 months before it was even all out there. You know what I'm saying?
You've interviewed Ryan before?
I interviewed his dad. I interviewed Sean and Ryan. Ryan was in the interview, but
at the press conference.
No. I had a separate interview, like,
on the channel,
like we're doing right now.
Okay.
No, with Sean and his dad and stuff like that. So
yeah, now I want a Ryan interview, but I don't know who to contact to get on.
Yeah, some of these fighters, they have a little agency or PR people that let them know what boxing or what media or journalists to talk to. And I think,
yeah, man. Yo,
some of them do. Some of them, that's it. Some of them do.
Yo, honestly, some are so easy. I hit them up directly. Yeah, what time? All right, boom, boom, boom. There's others. Oh, you gotta talk to this person, that person.
Yeah, they got.
Yo, I see Jackie asking, "What's my channel?" My channel is Broadway Joel. You just type that in YouTube. My channel's there. Hit that subscribe button, please. And that goes for everybody there. You know what I'm saying?
Jackie Hernandez, dímelo. La reina de boxeo. Yeah, Broadway Joel.
For sure. Yeah, definitely go.
Definitely go.
Nah, I'm saying definitely go subscribe. Yeah.
You know, this fight that finally got announced. I don't know if it's me. I know a lot of people's talking about it. I know a lot of people talking about it, but I think I just got dry mouth talking about it. I really have nothing more to say about Crawford versus Earl the True Spence. How many times
we're gonna talk that shit? We're gonna because I don't know who you picking to win, but I don't think we agree. So let's talk that shit. Let's break it down.
You want to go for you want to? I'm Romeo. All right, so I'm the lead singer. All right. I let me stand back. London Dope Productions at Broadway Joel thinks Taylor is knocking Tio out. What? He is smoking punch. What?
Hey, we could break that one down too. Let's do this one first though. Yeah.
This one, all right. I got Bud Crawford. I got Bud Crawford beating Earl of True Spence. I think that Bud Crawford got more wrinkles. I got Bud Crawford, I think is fresher. Not fresher, I mean he's more seasoned. Bud Crawford got more intangibles. Bud Crawford is awkward, unpredictable. And I think his ring IQ. I just think if Earl of True Spence, if he needs to adjust to Earl of True Spence, he has the tools and the toolbox, the heavy toolbox to adjust to whatever Earl of True Spence does. And I don't think that Earl has the toolbox to adjust to anything that he does. The last time the Earl of True Spence fought a southpaw, which mirrors him, is Van Heering. Bud Crawford could show you looks with a southpaw, orthodox. You know what I'm saying? He could fight you on the inside, could fight you on the outside, and things of that nature. So the only thing that I see Earl Spence doing, and he's very technically sound. He's not unpredictable. He throws the jab at one speed. He's a pace and cut fighter, in my opinion. He goes to the body real well. High volume puncher, the best in the welterweight division. But the more that you throw, the more that you're subjected to get counter. And Bud Crawford is one of the best counter punchers in the sport of boxing, probably the smartest fighter in the sport of boxing, probably the best technician in the sport of boxing. He stays in the gym. Earl Spence, he's a champion. Bud Crawford lives like a champion. I just got a lot of things going for Bud Crawford. But Earl the True Spence is a machine. He got the best motor since Chocolatito. He's gonna keep coming and coming and coming. Pause. He got the best motor like Chocolatito. High volume punching. He sits down on his punches. He's gonna hurt you. He's gonna break you down. Even if he hurts you in the arm, he's going to inflict some pain. I'm not saying he's a knockout artist like a Mike Tyson, nothing like that. He could have knocked out Mikey Garcia, 135-pounder with no abs. He ain't no freak of nature. And that was the time when I'm like, he ain't that special like that. He's a good fighter, potential great fighter, but he ain't special like that. I see that Errol Spence is going to be in the fight each and every round because of his output, his punch resistance, and also the way that he sustained his high volume punching. He's always going to be in the fight. But I believe the Bud Crawford could adjust to whatever Errol Spence does, and it's going to be a close fight. I got a decision. I got 7-5 Bud Crawford.
Okay.
Let's go, Lenny. Let's go.
I got Spence winning, man. I got Spence winning. I think so this is the thing. I do agree that Bud Crawford does have a higher ring IQ. I just think that if the fight is fought at close range, Spence is going to win. If the fight is fought at distance where Bud is boxing, I think Bud wins. So I just don't think Bud has I don't want to say discipline because that's a bad way of saying it. I don't think he can control his instincts. I think once he, Spence catches him with 3-4 shots, I think he's going to want to, hold on, you caught me, I'm going to catch you, and he's going to want to exchange. And I don't think that's going to work to his benefit. He's a smaller fighter. I do think that Spence is a lot more active, so he's going to be getting touched more. He also gives up a lot of rounds, man. I feel like he gives up a lot of 3, 4, 5 rounds. Gives up 3, 4, 5 rounds and then starts turning up. You can do that when you fighting Velasquez and all these other motherfuckers, but you fighting now Spence, bro, and that it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, and I honestly think that Spence gonna eke out a decision 7-5.
So how you feel like Spence is going to neutralize what Bud has brings to the table? Well, how can he neutralize Bud Crawford?
I'm not so sure he neutralizes him. I think more so his pride. I'm talking about Bud's pride is gonna get in the way, and he's gonna end up fighting Spence's fight
when Terrence inside. Basically, when Terrence turned to Bud.
Exactly. And that's not going to work to his benefit. The way he wins the fight. Listen, if he comes out and boxes all 12 rounds, which I don't know he still has the legs for, but if he boxes all 12 rounds like how he did it against Posto, I got Bud winning. But I can't trust that he's going to stay with that mentality of, hey, just win the fight, just box, just land the clean punches, move around, keep the fight at a distance. I can't trust that he's going to stay that disciplined.
Domingo Bonilla, Spence by decision, 7-5. Spence break you down. Gracias por el super chari pari que por los 2 pesos de plátano. Gracias, mi hermano. You know what, you talking about the Victor Postal, but I also critiqued Bud Crawford in that Victor Postal. Not critique like, I see some there's some type of weakness. I ain't say weakness, but if you remember that 12th round,
he started trading.
They started trading. Who backed off? Who said nah? When Victor Postal Chrome was a couple of pieces, I saw that. Oh, he was not gonna win this dogfight. So then when I'm looking at Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, I agree. I don't think he's gonna win a dogfight with Earl the True Spence. You know what I'm saying? He's a bigger guy. He's gonna rehydrate. That's his fight. He fights on the inside. That's where I want to see. Errol Spence on his back foot. How Sean Porter had him. I want to see that. If he could do that, Bud Crawford, he's gonna have a field day. If he could have Errol Spence on his back foot. Again, I seen him get counter on top of his jab, and I think it's because Errol Spence throw the same speed. It's jab, 1-2, body, push you off. All right, stand back, jab, 1-2, push you off, body, right back. That's why I say he was a cut and paste fighter. I just think that Errol Spence, the way that he wins his fights is that he overwhelms you. His punch resistance is high, and that's very surprising with a guy that people always be like, oh, he's draining. He's drained. Every fight is he drained? Is he drained? But then you see his punch resistant in the end of in the championship rounds. He's like, yo, this guy is in great shape. He's a freak of nature in terms of genetics or something like that.
No, and I will say I did see him at the Rivera Martin fight. He did look a little big, man. He looked a little big. Spence did.
Yo, when I first seen Spence when he didn't have a contract, he looked like 190. He looked
about 85, 190 when I saw him. I stood next to him, and I was like, oh, he definitely solid. He definitely a little heavy.
Yeah, and I said, and I since that time I seen him, I said, how the fuck this guy squeezed to 147?
No, also, I don't want to dismiss the drinking. Like, I'm not here to make fun or to like judge.
Talk about it. I said Bud lives like a champion.
Yeah. No. There was one video, that concerned me where he was with his wife and she was talking about going to Dubai.
Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby?
Yeah, he was like, dude, what? I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he had just woken up. I don't know if he was on sleeping pills, or I don't know if he was drinking. But that did concern me, especially after he had already a DUI where he had a car accident and all that and stuff like that. So,
but you seen the recent interview with his girl. He said that after the DUI, he was still drinking. You ain't see that interview?
Yo, bro, that was such a boring interview to start.
It was too long.
I couldn't finish it, bro. I couldn't finish it.
Hey, me too. It took me like 3 days. It took me like a couple of when I'm driving the car. Let me listen to this. I'm telling you, man, these guys are dry like pay. Hey, yo, I call Earl Spence Snuffle, from Sesame Street. Hey, bird. Hey, bird. So yeah.
You think they get turned up in the press conference? You think they get turned up? You think somebody starts talking shit and then they go back and forth?
They should. I think that's why I did that video. I wasn't critiquing the fight. I was critiquing like, hey, yo, man, look, if people talking about that this fight is what 400K, 300K, 500K pay-per-view buys, y'all could turn this 500K pay-per-view buys into 1.5, 1.8 million pay-per-view buys if you just talk. Everybody want to see this fight. I want to see y'all talk.
Wait a minute. You think it only does 400,000?
I said from 500K. I'm saying people talk about it like
now what's your prediction?
500K. If they start talking, if I see some action in the press conference, I believe they were supposed to have a press conference. What was it? Wednesday, tomorrow?
I don't know where.
I don't know. Maybe it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
I ain't get the email.
I don't know if it's a press conference or maybe they're gonna have a press conference soon, right?
Okay. Hopefully tomorrow in New York.
Hopefully it's gonna be in the multiple cities, I believe so. But hopefully, they do the press conference. But if they do talk ish, that turns into 700K. If they talking fight week and they talking that ish, I go close to $1 million. I go close to $1 million. But if they're gonna sit around,
I think it does about 650, 700 with their personalities being it the way that it is. Now, if they scuffle at the weigh-in or some shit like that, maybe things could change. But I'm talking about just the way they are. I think this does 650, 700 because a lot of celebrities are excited about it, and they're just going to be tweeting and Instagramming about it anyways. So I look at it like that. Like I think it does about 650, 700. This is a big fight, man. And they talking about it on First Take. They talking about it on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. These are platforms that, they have millions of viewers, and they usually talk basketball and baseball and football, and now they're talking boxing.
The best. I mean, those are the best rating sports shows. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that's why I was kind of like irritated. Like, you on First Take, Stephen A. Smith, say something. These guys wasn't saying, guys. I didn't think, to be honest.
You're right.
I didn't think they didn't get one casual. I didn't think they got one casual to be like, they was just they were so dry. They didn't say nothing. Do you even remember anything about, like, right now? Do you remember anything about that interview?
Nah, you're right. They needed. I wish one of them would have had Keith Thurman personality.
Oh my God, that goes to $1 million. That's what I mean.
No, that goes to $1 million. If Bud had Keith Thurman's personality. People say he's corny. People say he's just cool. He knows how to talk. He knows how to get the public to be like, oh shit. Like, I got to see this guy fight. Whether you like him or dislike him, whether you think he's corny or you think he's cool, he's a fighter that with his personality makes you want to see how he's going to perform.
Shout out to Dr. Mofongo. What's good, Dr. Mofongo? Dímelo, mi hermano. That's and look, and when people be like, there was people to be like, the fight sells on his own, man. Yo, Punch, you always got to critique. I said, man, don't I say the same thing about the Dominican fighters? I think that's the only little issue about the Dominican fighters. Yo quiero hey, te voy a una pecosada. Shut up, motherfucker. What happened? You crazy? Fucking you. I want to see that.
Hold on.
That's what I want to see.
Well, Carlos Adames be talking his shit, man. Same thing with Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos be trolling and on Instagram doing his thing. What's happening with the Dominicans is they don't know how to promote them, and then they go, yo, they don't sell tickets. Motherfucker, you throwing them in Minnesota. Like, what are we doing? Like, that shit is stupid. And then on top of that, what they're doing is, like,
you gotta hire people like us. They gotta hire me. I want to be hired, bro.
I'm like, no, you know what they tell me? I spoke to somebody, I'm not gonna mention his name. Yo, Dominicans don't sell tickets. And I was like, all right, well, what have you done to promote the Dominicans specifically? And they don't got an answer. Oh, no, we're not going to sign Dominicans because they don't sell tickets. But you'll sign a Ukrainian, a Uzbekistan, a Kazakhstan. Do they sell tickets? So we got to keep that same fucking energy, man. Because all the Dominicans are exciting to watch. Every single one of them has an entertaining style. There's not one that's boring. There's not one that's a fucking hold and grab, a move and this and that. No, all of them come to fight. Edwin De Los Santos last year had a fucking fantastic performance over Rayo. Carlos Adames blasted out Juan Macias Montiel. Elvis Rodriguez beat the shit out of Juan Velasco. You know what I'm saying? We got exciting fighters, bro. These are entertaining fighters. Now, if they're not selling tickets, if they're not as popular as you want them to be, that's on you. Like, you're the promoter. It's your job to promote. And what pisses me off is boxing. This is a boxing in general, not just PBC. This is all of them. They only know how to promote boxers to their countrymen. And a lot of time is like, yo, why is it the UFC has Francis? Well, they had Francis Ngannou from Cameroon. They had they have George St. Pierre, a French Canadian, Khabib Nurmagomedov from Dagestan. And yo, these guys are selling pay-per-views. They're big stars. And why? Because they're promoting to the masses. They're not promoting to, all right, we're going to throw this fight and make sure that, hopefully the Dominicans or the Puerto Ricans or the Mexicans show up. It's like, nah, bro, get out of here. Get out of here.
That's why I understood where they was going with it, but it was so not authentic when they try to got Michel Rivera La Sarsa Ali, and like it's you're trying to make him look like it, yeah, but it's not gonna. Especially when there's a Nico Ali there, a real relative of Muhammad Ali, his grandson. It ain't.
I want him to give it up. I've spoken on it before, but hey, man, that's the way they want to go. At first, I wasn't mad at it because I was like, yo, they're getting creative.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask. But it hasn't worked to how they want it to. I would just drop it now. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. It happened. You tried. It didn't work. Boom. Keep it moving.
Hey, yo, Carlos Adames, any Dominican fight, I'm going to say right now, just have me as your hype man. Like Devin Haney got Church. Like Mike Tyson had Cockroach. Just get me there. I'm gonna let me talk to that other opponent. If it's Javante Tank Davis, hey, what happened to Javante Tank Davis? What happened? You think there's gonna be a hitting wrong? No hitting wrong over here, motherfucker. Fuck you. What happened? Crazy? What? You're tanky. You nothing. Where's your purse? Y la cartera de usted, maldito palomazo, señor. I like that, yo. That right there would captivate the Dominican fans, the hip hop culture of Dominicans, and that will they're gonna be like, yeah, the tigre. That's what we need. We need a tigre. That's what we need.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. Like we Carlos Adames talks his shit, bro. Like you, that's one. I don't want you to to ignore
He gotta
him.
do more, man. He gotta do more. Hey, Charlo, what happened? Your wife left you? ¿Qué me importa a mí? Tú un feo. You ugly. That's why. What you think? Fine, let's make this money so you can take care of your family. Estúpido. Fight me so you can pay your child support, motherfucker. That shit. That will bring somebody. Oh, yo, I gotta F this dude up for real, bro.
I just put something for you to screen share. That's one of my videos. Just play that. It has the subtitles. Just put the screen big and all that for the people. It has the subtitles. This is Carlos Adames talking his shit how you want him to.
Let's go.
Oh wait, hold on. I got it on mute. Hold on. All right, boom. All right, you good now? Not gonna play it, or I gotta play from my end, right?
Yeah, you gotta play. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Está hecho para tener un número que se está mencionando, porque no es peleando con un cojo, con un tuerto, con un manga mocha. Yo soy el mejor porque estoy peleando con un hombre que le falta un brazo. No eres el mejor. Necesitas pelear con uno que tenga sus 2 brazos para tú saber si eres el mejor. Entonces, así no estamos en los boxeadores anteriores. La época anteriores, los mejores se enfrentaban con los mejores. Ahora no, ahora yo veo que los mejores andan buscando los peores. No, vamos enfrentando entre los mejores, porque para saber cuál realmente y que se merece el título de ser mejor. Entonces, por eso yo digo que yo no.
Yeah. So you see my man talking his shit. My man talking his shit, man.
No, he is.
Nah. Carlos, like I'm telling you, you gotta interview him. You ever interview him?
Nah, I haven't interviewed him.
I gotta connect you, man. No,
yeah.
Trust me, bro. And especially he's gonna fuck with your energy. He'll feed back with the energy, man. Out of all the Dominicans, you want to, if you were asking me like, yo, which one has that energy to talk shit and do all that? If you get him comfortable, he'll give you quotes for days. Like he could really go viral. The thing is, he's in a division where, a lot of people don't want to fight him, and he's in a weak division. Like Charlo, I don't know what's going on with his belt situation. Jaime Munguia turned down a final eliminator with him. Nobody's interested in fighting him, but he talks his shit, and he's an entertaining fighter inside the ring.
See, this is what it is also. And I was gonna say that he gotta, I like that, but he gotta add that little Spanglish English. And that's what I always used to say. It don't have to that you know how to speak English. A Spanish dude trying to speak English is funny already. It's funny. So, you know that. It's funny. Like when your uncle don't know, your grandfather, your don't know no English. Hey, the thing what happened here, no, he crazy and go over there and shit like that. That's funny right there. So you can't, like Carlos Adames can't strictly go Spanish because Charlo is gonna be like, I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
When you interview him, tell him that on the live, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell him.
He's somebody, right? He's somebody who listens. I told him, yo, I've told all the Dominicans, right, and not one has listened to him except him. I told him, yo, start a Twitter, talk shit. Yo, he started a Twitter. I was like, he talks his shit. He comments on Janet Beck shit. He comments on Charlo shit. He asks the fans questions. He's interactive. He puts memes up on his Instagram because I told him, yo, do memes too. Like, he's somebody who listens, bro. I'm telling you, Carlos Adames, not only is he an exciting fighter, he also wants to be a star. He wants to promote himself, but it's just like, it seems he's in the wrong division. Like, he's fighting J-Rock now. To be fair, he's going to score a sensational knockout there, but he's not going to get the amount of credit he deserves because people go, oh, J-Rock is washed. And I don't think they're too wrong from that, to be honest.
Luis Cava, que le queda dale punch con ese interview. Sí, le voy a decir.
Le
voy a decir a J-Rock. Íncate, señor, que yo soy tu Mohamed. Íncate, señor, chara.
No. Así no. No juega así, loco.
But that's what I mean. You see.
No, con la religión no se juega.
But you see.
Hey, yo, a ti te gusta todo ese traqueteo. A mí no, yo, bro. I'm more Chinese.
You see, it's too much for you. Íncate, señor, chara. You know, look.
I'm a text Carlos. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't
tell him say that, man.
He said, chill, man. I said, see, that's what it is. Is that look, that chill shit, look, we in boxing, bro. We had Bernard Hopkins dropping the Puerto Rican flag, running for life. We had Kobre Pulev kissing the journalist. We had Mayorga slapping the ass of Mosley's wife.
I think that was staged, though.
But I don't think a lot of these what these people say they actually mean. They sell the fight.
No. I'm talking about it was staged. Like they told her, like, yo, he's gonna smack your ass and this is gonna happen. You know, like I don't think that was.
Yo, bro, you don't think it's gonna work? Mira, wow, yo disrespect. Yo te con Jesucristo. I don't care.
Nah, bro. You don't want to play with that, especially with that religion. You don't want to play around like
that. Yo, bro, Joe got so humble. Right
nah. No juega así, loco.
No juega con eso. ¿Qué, bro? Yo, despiértate, señor. ¿Qué?
You crazy, son. You crazy.
Hey, César. Good looking out with a super sticker con los 2 pesos de plátano, señor. Gracias.
Sí mismo. Oye, tú vas a estar comiendo mucho plátano, loco.
Sí, ya yo tengo.
Tú vas a estar gordito. Ya te han dado un par de super chats. Mándame la mitad, coño.
¿Verdad? Tengo mofongo de pollo, mofongo de carne, mofongo de shrimp. All that shit, yeah, man. We got mangú con los 3 golpes. But yeah, man, look, boxing is good 2023, man. I think that we ain't even halfway in this. It's actually being one of the best years that I could remember. And at the same time, put it this way, what was the fight that just got announced on July 22nd?
A fight, Cambosos?
You got that Camboso fight. Then on the 25th, you got Fulton versus Naoya, and then on the 29th, you got
Spence
Crawford. Before that, on the 20th, you got Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. In the July 8th, you got Stanionis versus Virgil Ortiz. So July is gonna be flooded.
No, July is crazy, man. I got shit to do, man. Like, yo,
boxing is good. Hey, yo, and then June, you got Teofimo Lopez on the 10th. You got, and it's gonna be in New York. So the East Coast, we good.
You going to the fight? You going to the fight?
Si me dejan ir, yo voy.
¿Cómo que si te dejan ahí?
La gente, hey, mira cómo yo hablo mucho, hey. They be like, hey, yo, punch.
Oh, you saying with the press pass, you saying? I got you.
But it's all right, man. I had some conversations, you know what I'm saying? To be like, hey, yo, no. I think you know what it is. I think that some of the stuff, man, is comedic, man. It's don't bring it to like people listen and be like, I heard you said this, and man, come on, man. If I call that an LB Pinocchio. Come on, man. Everybody be laughing at his nose. You laughing at his nose too. What the fuck is what's your problem? That's it for that?
Yo, you ever got pressed up like where shit almost got real, or did it ever get real with you?
Never. In boxing?
Yeah, in boxing.
Never. Talk about. Like with trolls or things like that, or
no, with boxers or anybody.
Never.
Nah.
Never, bro. As a matter of fact, I've got haters that came up to me when they finally see me and tell me, yo, that's me that be on the chat, but I be liking your shit. Yeah, I remember one time some dude. Yeah, I remember one dude. His girl actually blew him up. She said, yo, he be watching you every day and stuff like that. He be hating, but you make me laugh.
Wow.
I said, mira, si yo era otro, man, me la cingo, señor. Sigue jugando conmigo.
You checked your DM afterwards, like, hey, I'm the girl from the fight. Like, what?
And the dude never came back because it's like that, bro. It's like that.
I only had one interaction, but I two, but you know, they both got checked. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? It's the YouTube. People get fooled by the YouTube, and they got so much heart, but then they see you in person, they be like. And I go dolo everywhere. Like when you see me in Washington, DC, dolo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I saw you. Yeah, we saw each other. I forgot we saw each other there.
Yeah, dolo. When I went to Texas, dolo, Florida, dolo con mi machete in the trunk just in case. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I made sure to go whip, not go on a plane because I really want to smoke. I really want it just in case.
Now, don't say that, bro. Don't throw that energy out in the air, man. You don't.
No, now that I want it, but it's like you still don't know. You still don't know this. Remember, I'm new in this community. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like other people. I know people that's been in this community for 10, 11 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not like Ness. Shout out to Ness. Ness been in this shit for a minute.
You know what I'm saying? In this community, they go overboard. They go beyond. They
Yo,
like
by
to.
the way, Dominicans, we run the YouTube boxing community.
We do.
That shit is crazy when you really think about it. Whether you like some of us or you dislike all of us or you like all of us, like it most of the biggest channels are Dominican, like Ness, you, Ring IQ, me. There's another smaller channel is Kenny by KO or some shit like that. Who else? I think that's it, right?
Probably more, but I don't.
But off the top of my head, right there,
Yeah.
yo, I just mentioned 5 people off the top of my head. So it's like we really putting in that work, man. We really putting in that work.
Yeah, and is and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I know for a lot of for people it's competition at the same time. I never looked at it as a competition.
Me neither. Yo, that shit. Yo, I went. My bad for cutting you off. I went to Vegas for the Rivera Martin fight, and I was there. I was shaking hands. I was trying to like talk to people, like trying to make connections. I felt very like, yeah, like I was like, really, like I don't know, like I'm introducing you myself. I'm like, I'm not a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I felt like if anybody, if a smaller dude came up to me, yo, I only got 1,000 subscribers, but yo, I fuck with your shit. My name is so and so. Like, check my channel out. I'll check it out. I don't got a problem. I'll check it out. I'll see if I fuck with you. Then we'll do a collab. We'll do something. Like, I was really surprised of how small-minded people are in terms of opening it up and networking and stuff.
Yep, I think that's the in this community. Let's say the YTBC in itself. In this community, let's say the hate groups, they know how to work with each other. They know how to look after each other, and they know how to work with each other and stuff like that. But even all of us and stuff like that, the separate ones that people like to link into one another. Yo, I would like to see you with his person and stuff like that. It seems like when I first was going to media credentials, I see it like, I'm cool. Like, yo, let's build. Let's make boxing what it is. We want to be the voice. Like, my mentality was like, we got to be the damn Rafael, man. He's on his way out. We got Mike competition. All these guys, man. We the one that put in work day in and day out. Now, if we're the forefront, if we're the voices of boxing, I'm talking about most of us in the YTBC. If we're the voices, really, because we here 24/7, right? We know how to get our contact. We got our contact. We know these fighters. These fighters know us, but we're still not in the forefront when it comes to, oh, there's a big fight. They putting me in the, when I went to the Man of Serrano and Katie Taylor, they put me. I was right here in the roof. I was touching the roof.
Yo, bro, Hector Luis Garcia versus Tank. Yo, bro. And they should when they gave me my credential, they should have gave me my binoculars with it too, man.
Oh, they put you up there?
Yo, bro, I was like, I was watching the fight with fucking God, bro. I was like, yo, who you gave that round to?
Bro, I felt
crazy.
Yo, bro, I felt so disrespected. I at first I couldn't enjoy the fight. And I was trying real hard to like enjoy the fight, because I'm like, ain't nobody in this community vouch for Amanda Serrano. Ain't nobody in this community says she should have pulled out of the fight with Katie Taylor, not fight in the backyard of Eddie Hearn, not be second fiddle to Dillian White and Povetkin. And everybody was on her to the point where Amanda Serrano she didn't trust no journalist. And they hit me up and be like, you're only the fair one. You speak truth and stuff like that. We want to tell you why we pulled out from the fight. I was the first, the only one that was talking to at the time. Right?
You know what? That's my bad.
So by the time fight comes,
you're gonna be ringside. Okay. You good, right?
I'm sorry, pero me hablando mentira ustedes. I keep it real. See, that's what I'm. But cool, you know what I'm saying? Cool. That was my first time. I'm like, you know what? I almost took it personal. I shouldn't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, bro, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me do. I still got a job to do.
You know what's crazy about Amanda is
what's good, Mill City? Let me see. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. What's up, fellas? Good collab. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we gotta do one too, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. I fuck with Mill City for sure, man. Shout out to him. I'm definitely down to collab with you, brother. I like your content. You do good content as well. With Amanda Serrano. You know what's funny? I actually grew up with her, man. Like
Well, she my home guy. I love her.
She from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. I remember I grew up with her is probably a strong word, but we've known each other since we were about 14, 15. How about that? That's about the time we know each other. I remember my father took me to the gym and she was sparring Cindy Serrano. This is the first time I ever met both of them. And Cindy was beating the dog shit out of her, man. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, Pops, like, this seems a little harsh. Like, nah, man, that girl, she's gonna be a future world champ. And I was just like, I don't know, man. And so I would just always, every time my dad would go to the gym, I would go see her. We would talk. I would talk with her. I would talk with a trainer, Jordan, her sister, Cindy, and yeah, every time I was there, she would be succeeding. I remember seeing her win the Golden Gloves on TV, then seeing her, then meeting up with her like whatever a few weeks later to congratulate her. And we watched Pacquiao Marquez 4 together, the one where Marquez knocked out Pacquiao. And I always remember seeing her training in the gym and feeling bad, like, damn, she's doing all this work. And like, female boxing don't pay like that. She not make no real money off that. I literally thought that. And now she just got paid $1 million to fight Katie Taylor. Man, I was so happy for her because I literally saw her grinding from literally getting beat up by her older sister at 14, 15 years old, however old she was, all the way to making $1 million in the sold-out Madison Square Garden arena. Man, shout out to her, man. I definitely love that.
Yo, I was with the debates. Yo, I was like, even media folks, I used to put her on tour to be like, you don't know the business of boxing. And I used to be like, man, please, y'all don't know the business of boxing. You don't know where the money come from in the business of boxing. There's money in the pot for Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Put it on Madison Square Garden, they're going to sold out. Since day one, bro. Since day one. Yo, to the point, even when I had the interview with Amanda Serrano, and she like, I'm cool with 200 to 500K. I said, man, you $1 million, you a seven-figure fighter. And then that came through fruition. So I felt like it was I felt like, damn, I succeeded. Like I was. Go ahead. What you?
No, but you see the power of words. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I was circling back to the topic, because that's what the topic is about with Teofimo. The power of words is strong, man. So like how you said, you told her no, seven figures, and how when she got the 7 figures, you felt like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Just because how happy you was, how proud you was of her. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about you got to be careful with the words you speak. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, my bad. I cut you off. Go ahead. What you were saying about the 7 figures?
No, so it actually came through fruition. And see, one thing about me is when I speak truth, I can't hold my tongue, bro. I can't. If I feel like I'm getting played, I can't. I gotta let it be known. So y'all know that I know. You know how I feel. So when I'm like, shit, gonna get the exclusives, you know what I'm saying? They know I'm the one. They know I'm the one that been there, holding them down in terms of these streets and shit like that, right? As we could say. And they coming out, right? They coming out from the press conference and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, what's good? Oh, my fault. I'm sorry and stuff like that. Say, yeah, when can she's available? She available? Oh, we got to do an interview with this person, right? No. I see no. And I felt no. I feel like now when you see me, it's like, yo, this is the guy that told us we was gonna get $1 million and blah 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 blah. I'm cool with them, but now I understood that it was just a professional thing. It was not what I feel it should have been, right? Yeah. So I forgot his name, but he's cool. The CEO of Most Valuable Promotions. What's his name? McKinney, something like that. He's the partner of Jake Paul. When I got the interview, when I got that little time with Jake Paul, he wasn't doing no more interviews, and he said, "Nah. He let him do Mr. Moonshine. Let him do an interview. He's been the #1 supporter for Amanda Serrano. Get his time." That right there, and then everybody else, you know what I'm saying? All the media folks will see it. That's our respect. Nah. So even when people get jealous in a fighter and be like, yo, man, this guy got all the Dominican fighters, bro. It's not only because you're a Dominican channel, it's because they're respecting you, that you giving them light. It's a partnership. It's like, yo, there's somebody out there that's really fighting for us, talking about us, giving us spotlight. If Broadway Joe is not talking Dominican boxing, ain't nobody pinpointing on Dominican boxing. You know what I'm saying? Where we gonna be at in the YTBC? Where we gonna be? So in all actuality, I don't even have to apply for media credentials. You should be looking for. If Hector Luis Garcia is fighting, you should be looking for Broadway Joel. And a matter of fact, all the Dominican fighters, when y'all fighting, y'all supposed to put in the media credentials that Broadway Joel is supposed to be here. You understand? That's the respect right back that I feel like when we put in the work. So in my mindset, oh yo, Punch, you gonna do this fight? Man, look, this fighter should put me on the motherfucking list. I don't gotta even.
No, I felt the same, not the same exact way as you, just a little bit different. I felt the same way. Well, again, circling back to the Tank versus Hector Garcia fight. I'm like, yo, I'm the only journalist that's here to cover Hector. You get what I'm saying? Like all these other motherfuckers are here for Tank, and y'all throw me in the boonies. I felt honestly, I felt a little bit disrespected. A lot of people told me don't look at it that way because, you know, you in the building, you just coming up. But I'm like, damn, I feel like I done earned it enough to be ringside. You know what I'm saying? To like, yo, I made it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of didn't get the feeling like that. And I felt a certain way. Unlike you, you know, I didn't feel a certain way towards Hector. You know, Hector did what Hector wore my shirt. The shirt, my shirt. I saw. By the way, those watching, if you want to support me and my channel, go subscribe to Broadway Joel. But if you want to support me a step further, I saw a shirt that says Dominican Boxing with the escudo in the middle. It's a dry fish shirt. You could go to BroadwayJoel.com and buy it. Yo. I gave it a Hector, right? I gave it to Hector. I just gave it to him as a gift. He said, yo, I'm wearing this in the ring. Free promotion. I don't want a fucking dollar from you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So I got nothing bad to say about Hector. I just ain't like they threw me in the boonies, man. I was like, I was a little upsetting.
It's all about the team. Like, it's never about the fighter because, again, like if you know fighters, they're not supposed to be paying attention to anybody else but what's in front of them. The immediate, sure. You know what I'm saying? Is the team. The team has to acknowledge and he hit, boom. Because let's say a woman like Amanda or any other fighter that we may know, they're dialing the fight. They dial into doing the media press conference, boom, eating, not eating, stuff like that. Staying focused is their team's job to, hey yo, Shakur, yo Punch, yo. Oh, yo, what's up? Yeah. I gotta get my man right here. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like that, because I can't depend. They're not thinking about us like that, man. They just, you know, they're thinking about the fight.
Let me tell you how much these Dominicans are fucking with me, right? Let me tell you. One of them hit me up last week. No, not even last week, like 3-4 days ago. Yo, could you text me a picture of your logo? I was like, all right, I just texted him. I didn't even know what he was like, yo. I'm gonna have it printed out in a stitch, and he said he's gonna wear it on his trunks. I ain't even asked for that. He was like, yo, I gotta promote you. You promoting me, you promoting Dominican boxing. I'm gonna have that shit stitched on. And it's gonna say Broadway Joel on my trunk for free. You know what I'm saying? You know how much these sponsors pay to have the shit put on those boxes?
Yeah, like 5,000, 10,000, 7,000. Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? And this dude's saying, like, nah, just off GP. I'm putting it on my trunks. You know, all you got to do is just, he didn't even tell me, yo, you know, get it printed and then bring it to me and I'll have it stitched on. Nah, he said, just send me the thing. I'll take care of it from here. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how motherfuckers is fucking with me. And you know, the respect is reciprocated.
That's the word. That's the word. The respect reciprocated. Sometimes when I'm looking at, I'm not looking for reciprocation and stuff. I respect you and I give you props. I'm not here for you to tell me, oh, yo, Punch, you good. If I tell Broadway Joe, yo, you good. I don't need you to tell me that I'm good just because I told you you're good and I'm just waiting for it. No. I'm not like that. But in certain things with certain that I may do in boxing, right? Let me see the reciprocation. It don't gotta be the exact thing, but yo, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing and stuff like that. That's why people that, oh, yo, you and Teo. Yeah, well, Teo's one of the realest motherfuckers I know in boxing. However y'all want to say, however y'all want to look, he's the real motherfucker that I know in boxing.
And people need to be mindful that whatever you feel about Punch and Teo's relationship, that's the one he's going to and giving the content you want, or the content that he wants to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, he goes a little bit off the rails, and maybe that's not the content you want, but it's he's giving you access that you're not getting in any other channel. There's nobody he's that vulnerable with. There's nobody that consistently goes on his channel that much. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's I'm feeding it, and then people could take their perception of it. Yeah, I could do the video, you could write it or whatever, but he's talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he talks to other people and stuff like that. This is what fighters need to do. But even you know, with other fighters, like I remember when Victor Ortiz and Victor Ortiz, I'm sorry, Luis Collazo hit me up. He like, yo, Punch, man, you one of the fair ones. You're one of the fair ones. I want to build the fight with Victor Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? He coming back, and I think that's a good fight, and I want you to build it with us. Yo, how you think I feel? Be like, yo, good, yo, and then right there when you can go live, we go today. How about 6? All right, boom, and then we did it live for like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it went from not even talking about them fighting. It went with Luis Collazo talking about his career, Jesus Christ, Victor Ortiz talking about, you know, him overcoming the rape case. That was after the rape case and stuff like that. He lost his home, he lost everything, things of that nature. It didn't intend to be like that. It became something even bigger than what it is. So let's say Teofimo Lopez yesterday, the people want to see him talk about the fight, or see what he's going to say about Josh Taylor, or see what he feels about Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, or Earl Spence versus thing. But then he give us the what he's doing, his personal issues and the divorce and things of that nature. I didn't ask him the question. Right now, he's talking about it. Y'all want to know about his mental state? He gave you the answer right there. I don't have to be like drilling him. What are you using drugs? Are you drinking? He already told y'all. He told y'all. And anybody could understand from a man's point of view or father's point of view. Shit, when you're going through a breakup, when you're losing your family, that ain't no easy thing. Losing a family ain't easy. I know people is used to hearing it like, hey, yo, you break up with shorty or stuff like that. Ain't easy. You breaking up a home. You ain't seeing your kid every day. There's fathers out there that can't go one day without seeing their kids. That shit will kill motherfucker. Is the reason why Jamal Charlo, I don't do no videos shitting on Jamal Charlo because I'm a father, I'm a man myself. This man been dealing with breakup with his high school sweetheart. That's all he knows. Yeah. That's all he knows.
I listen, and I hope he gets, you know, his mental health is fine. My only problem with Jamal Charlo is not even a problem with him. Is Jamal. The WBC. Jamal.
Yeah. I'll say the same, and then I'll keep it real. Like put him on champion recess or strip.
Exactly. That's it. You holding up my man Carlos. You know what I'm saying? From being a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I look at Carlos as a world champion. That's how I view him, because I know he should be. I know that the WBC is if I bet you if Jamal was Dominican and Carlos was American, he would have been stripped. He would have been champion in recess. But that I know how the business works. That's how the cookie crumbles, man. It's unfair for us Dominicans in boxing. It really is.
It's unfair for and look, there's a lot of of course there's fans that care about what fighters go inside the ring. But once you preview about certain informations and you see certain things, like shit, I know that Teofimo was not supposed to be in the ring. I'm not saying because I knew Teofimo. I'm saying it because I'm there. Now, if I start breaking a fight down, start breaking what happened, like I didn't know what happened behind the scenes, then I'm a fake. Then that's being fake. That's being fake. Or you collapse before the ceremonial weigh-in. If I don't say, yo, what was your condition and stuff like that, I'm being fake. If I'm going to speak about what happened before, that's being fake. Or shout out to the Mies Andre and RIP, his mom. He's fighting DeMar Nicholson, but his mom is in a coma. Damn. And then nobody know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at one point, even I know what's happening in the community and everybody be talking shit about, man. It's not that I ain't gonna do that.
Nah, man. And since you bringing that up, let me tell you about Carlos Adames' experience, which that interview is on my channel if y'all want to check that out. Carlos Adames, before the Juan Macias Montiel fight, did half his training camp in Las Vegas, ended up finding out that his visa was expired, had to finish the other half in Mexico, and he thought that the prom was going to take a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up taking all the way, and he had to fly in the day of the weigh-in, and while he was in training camp, by the way, his daughter. Now, whatever, he already spoke on it, but so I just
check out the interview. Yeah. Check out the interview. Check out the interview.
I'm gonna give it to y'all for free. Don't worry about it. But just go subscribe to Broadway Joel, man. Yo, his daughter passed away. You know what I'm saying? So listen to this. While he's in training camp, his daughter passes away. He flies to the Dominican Republic, goes to the funeral, flies back, continues his training camp, finds out his visa's expired, flies to Mexico. Ends up doing his training camp all the way up until the day of the weigh-in. He flies in the day of. That's the day he got his visa approved. The day of the weigh-in, he flies in, weighs in, and then goes and knocks out Montiel in 3 rounds. After going through all of that. So you know what I'm saying? Like we going through shit too, bro. You know what I'm saying? We going through shit too.
And that's I think. In this community, I think that we're missing the Burt Sugars of the world. How boxing used to be. We used to know that leading up to the fight. I always say boxing translates to life itself. You know what I'm saying? You can mirror what's happening in the ring to your own life. You know what I'm saying? So if most of the people knew exactly what he was going through, and then he stepped inside a ring, and his victory is the way that it was. It's like, yes, everybody cheering. He is the people's champ. He is fighting for us. I'm struggling in my life. I lost a son. I lost a daughter. I am like him. He's fighting for me right there. People were so emotional attached to the fighter's story. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days that now we don't even talk about the story no more. It's a bunch of, it's just too toxic. It's a cesspool. This guy ain't shit. This guy ain't nothing. This guy, that's one time I questioned who is the poster boy of American boxing. And nobody could answer me that. You know why? Because everybody hates him. Who's the poster boy of American boxing? Let me ask you that. Who's the poster boy?
Tank.
That everybody love.
Or that everybody love?
Yeah, he's carrying the American flag. He's the poster boy, like Manny Pacquiao is to the Philippines. Like Canelo Alvarez is to Mexico.
Nah, we don't got nobody like that.
Like Cotto is to Puerto Rico. Why we don't have that? Because we hate you know why? Because we hate Deontay Wilder. We hate we don't give we let the whole world know that Bud Crawford didn't have a great undisputed we chastise his resume. Earl Spence, he's a junkie. Who else?
Tank, Haney.
Tank is hits his woman. It's not a definite. We snubbed Jamal Charlo. You think if Jamal Charlo was a UK fighter? If Jamal Charlo was a UK fighter, oh my God, he'd be chilling with the Prime Minister and the King.
Nah, you're right. That's something I ain't even think of. I mean, to be fair, I don't feel like the American fighters really rep America like that.
No, remember, look at the Jamal Charlo versus Brian Castano.
No. But
remember the American flag? How does Argentina overshadow when he was out there, USA? He was out there trying to, with the American flag, he was out there be like, yo, this is USA versus Argentina. And I was irritated that the Argentina, and shout out to the Argentina, but how do Brian Castano and his Argentina just fogged up the USA noise? Because there's really not, the support ain't there.
Yeah, I think patriotism in America is currently at an all-time low, to be honest with you. Part of that has to do with politics. I don't want to get into that, but you don't really see much people going, I'm proud to be in America. And on 4th of July, not just be like, yo, we're gonna celebrate America. Or we people like, yo, where's the barbecue? Yo, where's the fireworks on 4th of July? It's no talk of the independence and this and that and being proud. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying you, obviously, and I'm proud of being American as well. Same way I'm proud to be Dominican. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That let's not get it twisted. But I think it's more that. I think it's more of a cultural, you know, when people come to this country in America and already feel like a minority, they feel like if they see somebody in the ring that they identify with, they're like, I'm gonna support him like to the fullest, as opposed to if it's an American, you just have to be a fan of him. Like, for example, I've interviewed all the Dominican fighters. Some I think are better than the others, but I support all of them. Even when I know they're gonna lose, I go, nah, I'm rooting for him. You go what I'm saying? A lot of times, the American fighter will be like, nah, he fighting Canelo. Nah, why I'm a root for a loser? I'm rooting for Canelo. As opposed to, nah, he American. I'm rooting for the American. You get what I'm saying?
It's true, but then when there's a fighter out there that is repping American, like Jamel Charlo did, like Keith Thurman, he said he wears the red, white, and blue all the time because he's living the American dream.
I see, but I don't think those guys have made that their career. Like that's what they're known for in their career, for repping America.
I think
one dude who tried, I feel like, was Andre Ward. I think he tried, but I don't think he quite captured the audience because I guess maybe his style and the division he fought in and stuff like that.
And I think is the culture of hate, bro. This is the Antonio Tarver said in this recent interview, man. We are living in the culture of hate. We lived in the crack era before. This is the era. This is the era of hate. We hate on everything. This is the culture of perception and hate. And when it comes to boxing in this community is practically a cesspool. You're gonna get the most
toxic, bro. This boxing shit is toxic.
You're gonna get the most views when you talk ish about a fighter. When they praise a fighter, what they tell you when they praise a fighter. Matter of fact, look, you saw it today. If I do an interview with somebody, you on his nuts, you on his dick. That's what it is. You can't. Our culture is that you can't praise. I don't hear that in any other culture. When you uplifting your other brother up, or you're lifting a fighter, you uplifting in other cultures, I don't hear this. Oh man, you on his dick or you on his nuts. What is this with this culture? You can't see another man give props to another man. You can't see a man give respect to another. That irks you. So I gotta be on his dick if I show him respect. I gotta be on his nuts if I'm a fan. If I'm a fan, I gotta be a fanboy on some indirect gay term. Is that our culture? We can't just respect and give props. I can't be like, yo, Broadway Joel. Yo, he's doing this thing. But another boxing content gonna be like, man, look at punching Broadway, man. We gotta be on his shit. He ain't know that shit. Hey, yo, bro, there's gonna be people that's gonna be like, yo, Broadway, wait, man, I like you, but that guy punched, man. Fuck that motherfucker. Huh? Why you did something with him? Oh, you didn't, man. It's like that. They don't like it. That's why we don't grow. People don't like seeing people show love to one another. We living in that type of culture.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is true as far as I do feel like support sometimes gets conflated with dick riding, and I think like there's a balance to it. I could be like, yo, Punch Drunk, shout out to you for doing a TO interview, and that, you know, that Regis Progress interviews was fire. Keep doing your shit. You the man. Oh, why you dick riding this motherfucker? It's like, whoa. All I did was big up my man. In the same way, when I do a Carlos Adames or Edwin De Los Santos or a Hector Luis Garcia interview or Elvis Rodriguez, Punch may be on his channel talking good about me. Not because you a dick rider, just because you my man and you supporting me. And I feel like a lot of times that should be internal. Like there's something wrong with you that you got to exert that negative energy. That's why I try my best. I try my best not to talk negative. And that's why I tell you I'm careful with the energy I put out, just because, you know, I'm an older dude now. Like, you probably looking at me like, oh, Broadway all calm, got the hair slick, you know what I'm saying? But I was a young guy before, you know what I'm saying? And shit, and I learned from my mistakes. And I try to talk as much positive as I can. I get turned up just like you too. Don't get me wrong. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm Dominican. Yo tengo esa pasión, tú sabes. Yo, when my blood starts boiling, I talk my shit too. But I try my best to keep it conscious. You know what I'm saying? Keep conscious of what I'm saying. And am I saying, is that making me stronger? Is that what I really mean to say? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And it's also it's like me. Sometimes I go off the rail. You know what I'm saying? I got a comedic personality. But if you stay long enough on the live, or you understand, or you go to the next video, man, please, man. You think I respect all I love fighters. I respect all fighters. All fighters, bro. I used to fight people if you call a fight a bum. If you call a fight a bum, I couldn't even go. I used to fight people if you call a fight a bum just because I come from my best friend Don. You call a fight a bum, we fighting. I don't care who you are. I chilled with that. I chilled.
You got amateur fights or no?
Nah.
What gym you used to go to?
It was in the Heights. It was a little small gym in the Recreation Center in 173rd, and there was a coach who used to just train and stuff like that. In the Heights, it wasn't no gym really.
Yeah, because real estate too expensive out there.
Yeah, it was just a recreation. They used to have they have a coach there. Then in the Bronx, my boy Dusty used to go to a gym and shit like that. There used to be a bunch of gyms in the Bronx. Shit changes from here, there, basement gyms and shit like that. Yeah. It's all about coaches in New York. You know what I'm saying? Especially
the thing is that in New York, the real estate is too expensive. So, like for you to maintain a gym,
ain't no membership. Ain't nobody gonna be paying no members and stuff like that.
You paying $200, $250 a month? It's like I'm not paying that.
Now they have little gyms here and there, but that's like moms working out gyms. Even they still got Gleason in Brooklyn and stuff like that. But
yeah, Gleason's is $100 a month, which is not too bad. But if you want to train a bro, you got to pay like $500 a week or some shit like that.
But back in the days, it was this guy that he a trainer. He'll take you from gym to gym. It was like we traveling in gyms. Not really. There is a permanent gyms with like 3 rings or 2 rings. They used to have little small rings without even steps, just the pads. You know what I'm saying? Just the pad in the ring. Those type of shit.
I like when I boxed for a little bit. I ain't have no amateur fights, but I did a shitload of sparring. I sparred a bunch of people.
Oh yeah. See, I trained, but what happened was also when my boy passing away, it was like, they didn't want me to box. It's like it was you ain't stupid. That was the thing. Back in the days, it's like only the have-nots, nothing. If you drop out, you ain't got nothing going for yourself. It's not like today, where you just groom kids, good kids into boxing. No, it was the have-nots, the people that cut school and all that stuff, don't do nothing, don't got nothing, don't fail all their classes and shit like that. Pops was like, you're too smart for boxing, bro. You're too smart for boxing. Now, if you was nothing, if you was a knucklehead and you had nothing and you don't want no education and stuff like that, I'll put you. Most of the people got put into boxing just to be shown a lesson.
That's true.
And then you liked the boxing. You was put into boxing to show you some discipline. But then the people that stood in boxing stayed in boxing.
Nah, that's true. But yo, Punch, I gotta run off, man.
Me too, brother.
I really appreciate you having me on the show, man. I really do. We got to do this again. I got to have you on my platform, and anytime you want me back on your platform, you're welcome. I had a lot of fun for sure. All the followers, all the people watching right now, man, go subscribe to my channel, Broadway Joel on YouTube. I guarantee you won't regret it. I've interviewed Raymond Morataya, Blair Cobbs, Kenneth Sims, Hector Luis Garcia, Elvis Rodriguez, Michelle Rivera. Pretty much every
my favorite.
Joan Guzman I interviewed. Every Dominican you could think of, every single one. Think of one. Name a random Dominican currently right now. You name one.
You already know Henry La Bazooka Cedeño Martinez.
I've interviewed him.
Yeah,
any Dominican you mention right now, I've interviewed. So definitely go to my channel. And if you guys want to take it a step further and support me, man, go to BroadwayJoel.com and go buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt, man. It's great quality. It's that dry fit. You know what I'm saying? It's the summer's about to hit. You want to look good. Go BroadwayJoel.com, buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt. But for sure, man, follow me on Instagram at BroadwayJoel and on Twitter at _BroadwayJoel.
Yeah, man. God bless each and every one of y'all, man. God bless Broadway Joel. Thank you for joining me today. Tomorrow we back at it, 6:30, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hey, you already know boxing is 24/7. We 24/7 working, man. I'm about to put a video of Teofimo Lopez prediction with Earl Spence and the sparring story. The sparring story with Devin Haney and himself. So I'm gonna put it out right now. So people love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.
Yo. Peace.
Peace, brother.